Beth. We're here at Perch Restaurant in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm going to make some cocktails for you today and hopefully raise some money for the Vet Fund. They're doing great work over there, raising money for people that are having financial hardships that need to cover vet bills for their animals. And as a fellow animal lover, I'm happy to do this. So I'm going to make 3 cocktails, which some of you have picked up to take and enjoy at home, and teach you some little tricks that you can use at home as well. So the first drink we're going to be making, we're calling the Here Kitty Kitty, and it's a riff on a classic daiquiri cocktail. So you're going to start with your mixing tins, and you always build in the small, because once you put the ice in, you need to be able to put this guy on top. And if you build too much ice, you won't be able to fit this guy on top. So always build in the small side, use a jigger, measure, you get the nice balance from that. And we're gonna start with Don Q, which is nice silver rum. We're gonna do 2 ounces. And then next, I've made this nice pineapple syrup. We made this here at Perch. You can certainly just Google a recipe to make pineapple syrup at home. It's fairly simple. We're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of that and 3/4 of an ounce of lime. So equal parts sweet to sour will really balance out your drinks. And then just to add a little bit of depth, I have these nice ginger bitters. You could certainly use Angostura bitters if that's all you have at home. And we're just gonna put about 4 drops in here just to zhuzh it up some. Now I'm gonna add my ice. Pop the top on. Usually give it a good little tap just to seal it, and shake it. We're gonna take this and we're gonna use a Hawthorne strainer and strain it right into this chilled cocktail glass. This is called a Nick and Nora glass. You could certainly use a martini glass or a coupe glass, whatever you have at home is fine. And then I've got these beautiful dehydrated lime wheels, but you could use a fresh. We're just gonna garnish it with that, and it looks beautiful. All right, next up we're gonna do the Italian Greyhound. This is a riff on a Greyhound, which is a classic drink that pretty much everyone knows. Great brunch drink, just vodka and grape juice. We're going to church it up a little bit with some Belial Ruby Red Grapefruit Moonshine. So it says it's moonshine, it's a great neutral spirit, just like vodka. And this one's infused with grapefruit. We're gonna use some Aperol, which is a red Italian bitter, similar to Campari, a little sweeter. And then some Galliano, which is a sweet Italian liqueur. It's got nice vanilla, herbal, and anise notes. You see this bottle dying on a lot of bars, but it's delicious. And we're gonna use a little grapefruit juice. So we're gonna start with our mixing tins again, build on the small side. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of this Ruby Red Grapefruit Moonshine. And then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of Aperol, and then 1/4 Galliano. So these are both sweet, and that equaled about 1 ounce, right? And then we're gonna come in with 1 ounce of grapefruit, so that's your sour. And these ratios are really important in cocktails, is balancing out the sweet with the sour. And then add your ice. Pop your tin on. We're gonna give this a nice shake. Come back in with the Hawthorne strainer. And this is called a coupe glass. So we're gonna strain it into this lovely coupe. And I don't have any whole grapefruits right now, so I'm gonna garnish with an orange twist. So I'm gonna take a Y peeler, kind of nice big peel. You can trim it up to make it look nice. I like it in its organic shape. And you're just gonna kind of squeeze it over the top, and you get all those little orange oils. Rub them over the rim of the glass, and you're ready to go. All right, the last cocktail we're gonna be making is called the Rescue Me, and it's sort of a riff on an old fashioned. So all the drinks we've been making today kind kind of you can find a classic cocktail that's similar and find little things that you can substitute to make great drinks at home. So we're gonna start with some reposado tequila, but we're also gonna add a little mezcal to add a slight smoky flavor. And then we've got this beautiful French banana liqueur, not like the 99 bananas that you used to drink when you were younger. It does not taste like banana runs, it tastes like real banana. We're gonna add a little bit of this allspice dram. It's really potent, so I've got a dasher that I put it in, so I can add just a touch of allspice and it won't take over all of the flavors of the cocktail. This one is spirits only. There's no juice, there's no syrup, so it's gonna be a stirred cocktail, and that's a general rule of thumb. So old fashions, Manhattans, Negronis, typically stirred. Anything with juice, like a daiquiri or a lemon drop, is gonna be shaken because it's got juice and syrup in it. So the difference of that is when you shake it, it's gonna aerate it, you're gonna have a bunch of ice shards, it's gonna change the texture, make it frothy. When you stir it, it's going to be very silky, velvety, smooth, and in both cases you're putting ice in there to dilute the drink so it doesn't just taste like straight alcohol. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces of this Altos Reposado Tequila. Straight into our mixing glass here. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of mezcal. I just want a touch of the smoky flavor. I don't want it to overwhelm the drink. And then we're gonna add 1/2 ounce of this Banana do Brazil. And then just a few dashes of this allspice dram. Just enough to get a little spice, but not so that all you get is that crispy allspice. And this is orange cream citrate. You could use orange bitters, but it just has a nice fresh orange flavor. So about 4 drops of that. So spirits first in the glass. We're gonna add some ice. Grab a nice long mixing spoon, stirring spoon. You're gonna want something that's long and skinny. That will feel the best, won't hurt your fingers too much. The big thick ones they use as baristas tend to kind of hurt your knuckles. And I usually stir around 20 seconds, but you can kind of look at it and see once the dilution is, starting to water the drink down, the ice is breaking down. Kind of depends on the size and type of ice you have. And then this one we're gonna use a julep strainer. You can use a hawthorn strainer if you want. I mean, these are easier to use. Traditionally, a julep strainer with a mixing glass. And I'm gonna strain this over a large ice cube in an old-fashioned glass. And then I'm gonna garnish this with an orange peel to bring out that orange flavor. We can get a little fancy with the peel if you want. Let's take a little cutting board, sort of trim it off on the sides. And then you can kind of cut it down the middle. You can still kind of get those oils out, rub it around. Just sort of spin it however you like, and then just sort of put it on the side, and then it kind of looks like a cute banana peel. And that's the Rescue Me. All right, thank you for joining us today for this Yappy Hour benefiting the Vet Fund. You can go and donate to the Vet Fund right now at bet-fund.org, and you can come see me here at Perch. We're open Tuesday through Sunday. Visit us on the website, www.perchrva.com. And we're open Tuesday through Sunday. We're open for brunch Saturday and Sunday. We're doing dine-in and takeout. So we hope to see you soon. Have a good one.